The absolute number one skill that every successful artist has is the ability to make bad art. Let me tell you that all of these incredible artists that we look up to do not create masterpieces every single time. In fact, I would say that out of every 100 pieces, 99 of them are gonna be bad art. The thing that separates great artists from beginners is that the very best artists are comfortable with failure. They are comfortable with making that bad art. And if you want a career making art, you need to be able to make that bad art too. When I say bad artwork, I don't mean rushed artwork done quickly with no thought. The bad artwork that professional artists make still has purpose and still has value. It's the hours and hours of thumbnail sketches, colour studies and experiments that no one gets to see. The practice and development of a masterpiece before any paint has even been put onto a canvas. With TikTok and Instagram Reels essentially compressing hundreds of hours of work into seconds of video, it can be very easy to forget how much work actually goes into creating good artwork. And beginners trying to keep up with creating for Instagram and TikTok, or even professionals trying to create for clients and their audience, creating for the wrong reasons can be incredibly detrimental to your own progress as an artist. In my own experience as a young artist, and I'm sure many of you feel the same way, I felt pressured to create high quality artwork very quickly so that I could share it to Instagram and receive positive feedback in terms of likes and comments. I allowed my audience to put value on my work, and depending on what went well, that influenced the future pieces that I went on to create. I was scared to produce artwork that was bad because I knew my audience wouldn't like it. I let that fear and that arbitrary sense of value guide my artistic journey. And if I'm being honest, that seriously inhibited my development as an artist. When I got over that fear, the growth and improvements in my artistic ability and my confidence skyrocketed. And now I look back and I realise getting over that fear of creating bad artwork was the best thing to happen in my artistic career. It's such a simple idea that beginners just completely do not grasp. It's also really, really easy to get over that fear. All you have to do is allow yourself the time to make that bad artwork. If you don't already have one, get yourself a cheap sketchbook. Somewhere that you can create some absolute rubbish. In fact, get a couple and leave them in places that you spend a lot of time. In the kitchen, at work, by your bed. And when the mood strikes, draw or paint in those sketchbooks with no expectations. You're not creating to show or sell. You are just creating because you want to create. Be free and allow yourself to have fun without restraint. Until 2 years ago, I never allowed myself to just have fun with my art. I started each piece on the canvas straight away with the intention to sell the finished product. I thought there was no point in creating something that I couldn't sell or couldn't share, and that seriously inhibited my growth. Now I have those sketchbooks that I just doodle in and make messes in. I'm not going to show you them because that completely defeats the purpose of them. They are a place for you to be free, have fun, and experiment. Create literally the worst art you possibly can. Just because you can. Because you're trying new things. Things you've never done before and don't know or understand how to do. And don't be scared of creating something new just because you know it won't look good. You aren't born with an ability to make a masterpiece. Babies don't arrive knowing how to drive a car. It's a skill that's learnt, and it's the exact same with artwork. You have to allow yourself the time to create bad art in order to develop the skills necessary to make the good art. And we can very easily forget this. We can take our art too seriously. Giving myself the time to create that bad artwork has actually led to some of the biggest breakthroughs in my art career, and has allowed me to develop my own styles and ways of painting that otherwise I just would have been trapped in a meticulous method of painting. Don't strive for perfection in all of your work. Give yourself time to develop and have fun. Don't have too many expectations. And remember, the best paintings, the one that you are most proud of, will be the ones that you enjoyed creating the most. Don't let pressure from clients or followers prevent you from becoming the artist that you want to be. If you have multiple passions or styles, or work in different mediums, share them. Try to make them all work in a way that only you can. No one can make art the way that you make it. But you cannot achieve individuality if you don't allow yourself to be free and create bad art. Experiment, try new things, and don't let others arbitrarily devalue your art based on likes or shares. As long as you create pieces with purpose, regardless of how technically bad it might be, then each piece has value because you have gained from it. You have learnt new skills, or even just had fun and experienced joy from creating it. It's that freedom and that joy of creation that I am trying to bring back to my artwork, and something that I will be experimenting with and sharing with all of you over the next few months. Expect to see some new techniques and some looser approaches to painting, and even more video lessons over on my Patreon channel. If you'd like to learn more about the techniques and the equipment that I use when creating these bird paintings, then check out this video here. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.